Hello, my lovely financial fashionistas. This is Joy with Joyful Budgeting Co. and welcome to another bi-weekly cash unstuffing and stuffing video. Today is going to be a great session focusing on our everyday spending. We're keeping it streamlined, no bills to stuff today, just the essentials that keep our day-to-day finances running smoothly. Here's what we're tackling. We'll be unstuffing our variable envelopes to see how we did over the past 2 weeks. Take all those beautiful leftover funds and roll them over and reallocate them straight to our rollover challenge. And then stuff our variable envelopes in our reserve binder fresh for the next 2 weeks. I love these focus sessions because they really shine a spotlight on our variable spending habits and show us exactly where we're winning with our money. Plus, watching that rollover challenge grow never gets old. This is all about staying consistent, staying intentional, and making sure we're ready for whatever the next 2 weeks brings our way. So let's jump in and see what financial wins we're celebrating today. I am trying to prepare myself, honestly, for the next 2 weeks because we've got Christmas, the kids are out. So I really have to stay intentional. Otherwise, we're going to go off budget because kids love to ask for things. I do not have a kids envelope. I have a problem with telling them no when we're at home. So I got to somehow make this fun because we can't travel because of an injury that I have. I have to make it fun this week, especially since I'm unable to drive. That means I'm going to have the fun come to us. So let's see what I come up with. But to start out, we're going to start out today with 51, 52, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 400, 510. So that's $410 that we have to stuff into our variable envelopes. Before we get stuffing, let's get to taking a look and see how we did over the last week. We do have some new variable envelopes. They were much needed. And in gas, I'm not driving, so we've got $100. So we will put this here up front. And then groceries, we have $16 remaining. So I'll put this money here. Kids, they had end of the year parties. So they did spend a little, but they only spent $5. So there's $21 remaining for kids. We will be rolling that over. In spending, we have 150, 220, 30, 40, 45, 50, 51, 52, 53, $253. I'm still trapped at home, so we've not been able to do that. Tithing is personal. I will be stuffing that off camera, and we don't have any receipts or any miscellaneous. So let's put these to the side and take a look and see how much we have to stuff into our surplus reserve. We have 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 15, 16, $116. And I know on Tip Yourself Thursday, I had misplaced my fine point marker, but it has been found. We are saved. We have $116 left here. So 116. And next week is our last Friday. I cannot wait to see where we end up with this one. Let's take a look and see how much we've saved thus far this year in our rollover challenge. We've got $3,400 in the bank, $300 in surplus reserve. So that's $3,700. We've got $5,800, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. So we've got $3,880. let's take this 50, a 20, and a 10, and let's see if we have a $400 placeholder. So we have 50, 70, 80, 90, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Let's grab our surplus reserve and let's see if we have a $400 placeholder. And we do. So we will place this $400 placeholder here. We will get this $300 placeholder back in our envelope. And let's get these smaller bills stuffed. So this is our $50 bill, and we'll place that in here. And we have 20, which means now we've got 70 placed in our surplus reserve. 2 tens to make 90 that we are now placing in surplus reserve. 95 with that one $5 bill that we have. And these 5 ones make it $100 that we're adding to surplus reserve. So that means that we need to make an entry in the back letting us know that we've added $100 for our rollover challenge. So I'm going to mark this out, put 400 here, and now we have $1,242 in surplus reserve. Now let's take a look. This should be a nice condensed $3,880, which we do have. Isn't that amazing? I would have never thought that we would save over $3,000 just rolling over what we have left over from surplus reserve, just rolling over what we've got left over from our variable envelopes and placing it in a challenge. Over $3,000. I would have never dreamed. So let's get started with our stuffing. The reserve binder is where I place the funds for our second week's allocations. So for gas, we are stuffing $100. 50, 70, 90, 100 in gas for week 1, and 50, 70, 90, 100. Oh, that's one too many tens for week 2. There we go. And then we've got kiddos. For kids, we've got 5, 10, 15, 20 that we're adding for week 1. These are out of order. So now the kids have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, $41. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, $41 for the kids. And we'll do 5, 10, 15, 20 for week 2. Here we go. Now we're going to go back and catch those groceries. It's $75 for week 1, 50, 75 for week 1, and 50, 75 for week 2. Now for our spending, we're adding $10, which means that we now have 150, 220, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60, 61, 62, 63, $263 in spending. And we will have $10 for next week. I know this doesn't seem like a lot, but honestly, for me to put anything aside for myself is a huge, amazing accomplishment. Tithes is off camera. Receipts. I did notice that I had some receipts here in gas. I'm not 100% sure why it remains, but I'll put it in there so I can scan it into Fetch Rewards. Let's get our cash envelopes back into our wallet. Oh, there's a receipt in here too. Let me take that one out. I adore this new wallet. I purchased it during the Black Friday sale from the Aesthetic Dollar. It is really a game changer for me because especially since I'm on crutches, if I need to have someone take me somewhere, I'm able to use this wristlet in order to hold on to it, and it doesn't get in the way of the crutches by being right at my side or right in front of me. I love it. And that's another satisfying bi-weekly cash stuffing session. complete, my lovely financial fashionistas. How good does it feel to be all set up for the next 2 weeks? We unstuffed those variable envelopes, added those hard earned savings to our rollover challenge, and got both our variable envelopes and our reserve binder stuffed and ready to go. Our day to day spending is completely organized, and we're walking into the next 2 weeks with confidence and clarity. We will be finishing off this year with a bang. I love how these focus sessions really let us zero in on our variable spending patterns and see exactly where our money is going. Every dollar saved is a dollar earned, and watching that rollover challenge grow is such a beautiful reminder of the power of intentional spending. If this session motivated you and gave you ideas for your own budget, please hit the like button and subscribe to Joyful Budgeting Co. for more bi weekly cash stuffing content, as well as savings challenge videos on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Every now and then, I'll throw in Build a Bank on a Saturday as opposed to a Friday. Drop a comment below. What's your biggest variable spending category? Are you team rollover challenge? I love connecting with all of you. Until next time, keep being consistent and intentional with your money. This is Joy with Joyful Budgeting Co., and I'll see you later today for Fun Friday. Stay fabulous.